Wanted a single, wanted to get off the mark with Ben Stokes at mid-off.
Great signs.
A little bit short, and it's punched away nicely by Young off the back foot, and that will go away for four. First boundary of day one. Broad's not happy. He's waving at the groundsman. I think he's not happy with the footholes, whether they're slightly damp, whether he needs a bit of sawdust.
Well, Will Young has only scored 13 runs in his last 5 innings for New Zealand. He looked for the drop and run to get off the mark and couldn't because of Ben Stokes. But again, just pushing his weight back, using the pace. It's nicely played to get up.
Yeah, it deserved to be hit, didn't it? A rare loose ball from Anderson, who set such high standards for himself. Ain't going to be too pleased with that one.
Any element of width or opportunity to score, both New Zealand openers have looked for it. Positivity's been good. They've left well. Deserved the odd one, and that was beautifully played.
Pulled away stylishly by Will Young. In front of square. Broad is a bit down on pace. The previous ball was 77 miles an hour. This one just 78 miles an hour. And Will Young all the time in the world to hit that in front of square. The option for England was Overton. I don't see that you need 5 seamers myself. If you've got Broad and Anderson, Potts, and as long as Stokes is fit to bowl, and I asked him that question at the toss, and he intimated that.
Squirted away through backward point. Don't hurt your head, Jack, again. Dive this time. Broad not happy. 50 partnership brought up in that over with a no ball. Now moved on to 54 without loss. Been pushing that front line most of the morning, about half and half there with that last delivery.
Not a bad length though from Stuart Broad. Batsman went at it, a little bit of movement there, and a bit of that bounce we've seen, extra bounce, that extra.
Clipped away nicely. That'll race away to the mid-wicket fence. 64 without loss.
Puts the ball on a good length and test the batsman's technique.
Starts with a bit short, and that's been thumped through cover. Lovely shot from Young.
Well, I bigged him up there, didn't I? And started with a...
That good length you were talking about.
Started with a pie.
And a no ball. Oh dear.
Oh dear. I think that shows us the lack of pace in the pitch, though. It just sat up to be hit. Any width, just sit up there. A little bit of bounce, but sat up to be hit.
Go! Whipped away, so a little bit of aggression straight away from Will Young.
What I've loved about Will Young this morning is that he's earned his boundary balls off the seamers. Been really patient, and now all of a sudden, because of that, he's got this start. There's a sense of confidence now about his play. And the opportunity to put a little bit more pressure back on England.
Drives through the gap, and that'll be 4 more.
I was mentioning before how Will Young has just earned his boundary balls. He has waited for England to go searching for something, and that's because of the start that both he and Tom Latham have produced. He's happy to leave those go earlier in his innings. Getting a really good sense of things now.
Oh, that's gone through as well. A slight misfield. Another boundary.
And when you consistently leave at the start of your innings and you get yourself into a good position with that front foot in particular, then as you get that little bit more confidence, then you can bring the hands into play.
Port card will say should have done better. Jack Leach. Edge this time. Has he taken it, Crawley? That is a very good catch. Diving forward. Low to his left. England find a way to make the breakthrough.
All the hard work of leaving the ball has come undone. It might have been just 2 balls ago. Wonderful seam position from Ben Stokes. They had it jagging back in. He wanted soft hands, couldn't be soft enough. Good catch by Crawley. They continue their wonderful form in the slips, England. The captain gets the breakthrough, and a needed one at that. Young departs for 47, and New Zealand 84 for 1.